Our next contest is between boxers from Trinidad and Tobago and England.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges for your next bout from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Fiji and Kyrgyzstan.
They're the scoring judges from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Fiji and Kyrgyzstan. Veronica Zooks of Hungary is the referee.
Boxing out of the red corner, representing Trinidad and Tobago, Nigel
approaching the boxing ring for his second bout of Birmingham 2022 is Nigel Paul, the 33-year-old from Trinidad and Tobago. World Championship bronze medalist from the event in Serbia last year. A first-round stoppage winner over Jean-Christophe Stephen Attendi of Mauritius. After producing 2 8 counts in the first round of his first Commonwealth Games bout here.
Representing England, delicious Orie.
Well, the last taxi off the rank here at the boxing tournament at the 2022 Commonwealth Games is a man who boxes out of the Jewellery Quarter gym right here in Birmingham. It's the delectably named Delicious Orie, the 6'6" super heavyweight who has had to wait 7 days to get his Commonwealth Games tournament underway. What a moment for him.
Ladies and
one of the poster boys of Birmingham 2022.
The men's super heavyweight division, contested over 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, representing Trinidad and Tobago, Nigel Paul. And his opponent in the blue corner, representing England, delicious Orie.
We are underway in the super heavyweight division. 6'6" behemoths going head to head in this battle of the quarter-final stage to determine who is going through to the medal rostrum here at Birmingham 2022. It's between men from Trinidad and Tobago and England. The boxer wearing red is Nigel Paul, 33 years of age, World Championship bronze medalist from the event in Serbia in November last year. Vastly experienced individual competing in his second Commonwealth Games after a quarter-final run in the Gold Coast edition 4 years ago. The man wearing blue, who is on the front foot and looking to dominate the ring space behind his terrific lead left jab, is Delicious Orie from Wolverhampton. Learned to box at the Jewellery Quarter Boxing Club under the tutelage of Mick Maguire, a GB boxer who has enjoyed a terrific summer, picking up Continental European Championship gold in Yerevan, Armenia a few months ago.
Well, that's the way you start a contest. Orie on the front foot, the English boxer, who, let's get it right, is not favourite to win this run. He's in against a very experienced opponent, but he's starting really positively here. He's raised his game here, Orie, using that jab, which then becomes a major weapon for him, for Paul to actually get around. Straight punches, fast and accurate. This is a great start from Orie, and he's just disrupted straight away the rhythm of Paul. He hasn't allowed Paul to get into any sort of rhythm at all because of those fast jabs that have gone out from him, and that's what he's got to keep doing here. Keep popping that jab out, boxing at distance, because Paul is rattled here. This is a great start for Orie.
So through the first 2 minutes of the opening round, the lead left stick of Delicious Orie serving him very well indeed. And every modicum of success that he enjoys is cheered to the rafters by what is an out-and-out home crowd for the man from the Jewellery Quarter Boxing Club right here in Birmingham. Nice straight shot from Nigel Paul as he looks in to get his own offense away. And you can see, even though they're both super heavyweights at 6'6", Nigel Paul appears to be the far heavier of the two. Delicious Orie will want to avoid those physical entanglements at close range wherever possible.
So the advantage for Orie is the movement and the mobility here. Yes, he come off second best in at close quarters, or he allows his man to lean over him and tire him out. So it's movement, hit and move, use your jab, box at range, keep him off balance. Paul's not been able to come forward many times, this has been a great round for Orie. Very positive, and Paul, like I say, is rattled here, Ronald, hasn't been able to get into any rhythm whatsoever.
Well, despite having to wait 7 days to get his Commonwealth Games campaign underway, no sign of nerves or cobwebs or ring rust in the performance of Delicious Orie, who came out of the gate briskly. Let's listen in to Lee Pullen.
Great start from Orie. We call him DJ, but we'll have to refer to him as Orie. I mean, I know the lad quite well, but this has been a tremendous first round. Very confident indeed, working behind his jab, boxing at distance, not allowing Paul to come forward at all, and giving him no success. There you're hearing it, Ronald, from the corner. Push him back.
Ronald Cox, the coach, on the inside of the ring, giving the instructions, and a clean sweep of the cards in favour of Delicious Orie. A brilliant first 3 minutes of boxing for the Commonwealth Games debutant. So into the second round we go. Delicious Orie out quickly to centre ring, and he's popping that lead left hand once again. But Paul looking to carry out his corner's instructions, having conceded the opening round unanimously, looking to get on that front foot and push Orie backwards.
Now what's important here, Ronald, is that DJ, or should I say Orie, shouldn't get mixed up here or drawn into a toe-to-toe battle. Keep working with the jab, and he doesn't want to get retreating off to the ropes. If he goes back, go back once and then shoot off round the side, hold that centre again. Better boxing again from Orie, but doesn't want to be drifting back to the ropes against this guy.
Terrific straight punch-picking swivels ahead of Nigel Paul. Instinctively, being the competitor that he is, he gets back onto the front foot and goes in pursuit of his man. Now, I find it surprising that Paul isn't taking the opportunity to work away there and rough up Orie on the inside and use more of his experience, settling and waiting for the intervention of the referee after the two men came together at close range. And when it's back at distance, Orie is the governor, straightening out that lead left stick, and Paul is struggling to get close to him.
Yeah, better boxing again from Orie, because he's keeping him off balance. Again, it's not only a scoring jab, it's to disrupt the rhythm of the opponent. That's what the jab can do, and that's what Orie's doing. Got to concentrate on mid, long-range boxing. Hit and move and just keep this going.
Well, just a few moments ago, Paul did have a two-shot success to the body, looking to slow down the fleet-footed movement of Delicious Orie. 6'6", both of these guys, remember. Covered Delicious Orie since he won the 2018 Haringey Box Cup, that multi-ring festival of Olympic-style boxing that takes place in and around June up at Alexandra Palace in North London every year. It's the first time I met the young man, and he was telling me how he transferred to boxing from the sport of basketball. He's a mobile forward in that sport, and his mobility serving him well here as a straight left hand. And then a 1-2-3 gets in between the gloves of Nigel Paul. Nigel Paul trying to fire back, but he's a distant second best thus far with a minute remaining in round number 2. But make no mistake, he is still dangerous as he gets back onto the front foot again and goes in pursuit of Orie.
Yes, he is dangerous, but he's being met with some fierce shots here from Orie. Keep the punches straight, keep him off balance, and you've got to maintain this work rate, Orie. Don't go drifting around, keep punching. That's better, keep him off balance. This is up to now, Ronald. This, trust me, is a tremendous performance. He's got to keep it going.
And again, Nigel Paul just waiting for the intervention of the referee. That will suit Orie down to the ground. Sharp left jab fired into the stomach, and another one from Orie. And Paul threatening to throw the left hook, but didn't commit to the shot. Double jab, right uppercut, where the uppercut fell short from Paul. And he cannot get close enough, consistently enough, to make life uncomfortable for Delicious Orie. 2 rounds in the book, surely in unanimous fashion. Let's listen in to Ronald Cox.
Still not happy in that corner. I wouldn't be either. They're boxing a lighter man who's better on his feet, who's using the jab, who's literally outboxing the bigger man. This is clever boxing from Orie. He's dictating things. He's boxing at range and at distance, keeping his man at bay and off balance. I think Paul had a little bit of success, but it wasn't nothing to win the round. Orie is performing great. He's just got to keep this going.
It's your duty now to keep him out there. Don't let him into your space. Box, box, box.
So 2 rounds in the book, both of them swept unanimously in favour of Delicious Orie. 3 minutes remain. Expect Nigel Paul to launch an all-or-nothing assault in his bid to overturn this deficit.
Yeah, he'll go for it now, Paul. No question.
The crowd up on their feet as we begin the 3rd and final round of this super heavyweight quarter-final. Delicious Orie, the reigning European Championship bronze medalist from the edition in Yerevan, Armenia early this summer, is in a commanding position on the scorecards against the 2021 World Championship bronze medalist Nigel Paul. Delicious Orie also competed in that event, where he made it through to the 2nd preliminary round. I was ringside in Serbia commentating on that championships, and Orie boxed very well indeed. I thought he was very unlucky to lose to the man from Uzbekistan in the 2nd preliminary round, but he's learned from that experience, gone on to claim honours on the medal rostrum in a continental event, and here he is on the Commonwealth game stage. Good defensive use of the right hand to block the incoming left hook, and now bent-arm work from Delicious Orie as he went in search of Nigel Paul with an aggressive foray on the front foot.
Well, he's just putting the icing on the cake here, Orie, because up to now he's winning this contest behind his jab. His jab's doing the business here. I was talking to Steve Bunt this morning about this potential performance from him. I said, Steve, he's got a terrific jab, and he's demonstrated it here in this contest so far. Now he's starting to bring his right hand into play. But yes, don't get greedy, Delicious Orie. Just keep working with that jab. Bring the right hand in occasionally, like he did there, but you keep bringing him onto this jab, because that punch is winning this contest up to now.
Nigel Paul comes back with a double jab of his own. You heard Lee Pullen say in no uncertain terms before sending Delicious Orie out for round number 3. This is your duty now. Do not let the man into your territory. And Delicious Orie, once Paul got past the jab, turned uppercuts into both body and head. But Nigel Paul lands with a long looping left hook. And remember, this the super heavyweight division, the weight class more than any other, where one single shot can cancel everything that preceded it. So yes, Delicious Orie has got to remain concentrated.
Still dangerous, Paul. It's super heavyweight boxing. One punch, like you say, Ronald, can change things. So he's got to still box at distance, keeping out the jab, keep the man off balance, just keep what you're doing, but behind the lead hand. Don't let him close that gap down. 30 seconds, that's all he's got now.
So he's back at long range. Delicious Orie showing bent-arm work, shoveling in punches from both flanks with uppercuts to the body of Nigel Paul. The crowd stamping their feet to rally the homeboy from Wolverhampton, just down the road, right here in the West Midlands. 10-second clapper has sounded, but it's barely audible in amidst the cacophony that is being produced by a hall full that is filled to capacity. And DJ Orie swinging with Nigel Paul right up until the final bell. But it is Delicious Orie on his Commonwealth Games debut who has just secured a really significant victory in the developmental stages of his Olympic-style boxing career, because he has just eliminated a reigning World Championship bronze medalist from contention here at the Commonwealth Games. He started from the off behind a terrific lead left hand, and as the contest progressed, he showed more variety and completely controlled this contest from opening bell to last.
The last Englishman to make his debut in this tournament, and what a debut that was from Delicious Orie. Right from the word go, he raced out to the centre of the ring in that opening round, popped out that jab and put his man under pressure with that shot. He couldn't get close to him. Icing on the cake at the end there for Orie. What a performance.
Please show your appreciation for both boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards where we have a unanimous decision for your winner in the blue corner.
What a wonderful moment for Delicious Orie. He had to wait until bout number 167 of Birmingham 2022 to get his Commonwealth Games campaign underway. But it has been well worth the wait, because the man from Wolverhampton, the GB boxer, came out of the gate with aggressive intent and produced a performance that completely kept Nigel Paul on the periphery of this contest. A terrific performance indeed by England super heavyweight Delicious Orie, looking to continue the outstanding tradition English boxers have enjoyed in this heaviest of weight classes in recent times. Gary Hale, Lee Pullen and Dave Alloway absolutely delighted. Their man progresses through to the medal stages, where he remains in contention for Commonwealth Games gold. Fantastic performance, and his father has made the journey up from Wolverhampton. Absolutely delighted at the performance his son has produced. His father was being interviewed earlier here in Hall 4, and said that when Delicious came home and said he wanted to switch from basketball to boxing, he was surprised, because he's not an aggressive guy. He never has been, but he brings a thoughtful studiousness to the craft of boxing, and as you can see by the manner in which he's engaging with fans here, he's an immensely popular figure in these parts, and his reputation is only going to continue to grow if he continues to produce performances like that. He's through to the medal stages in the super heavyweight division, and he comes away with at least Commonwealth Games bronze.
The crowd absolutely loved him as he walked into this arena. He had a smile on his face, but then when he got down to action, the smile went, and he produces a performance like that against the world bronze medalist. That was a great and probably the best performance of his career. Delicious Orie, tremendous stuff behind his jab, bringing the right hand into play, especially in the last round, but it's the lead hand for me that's won it for him. Clever display, aggressive.